7 things that can make or break your first hour in Japan. You just landed in Japan, you're exhausted, you barely slept on the flight, your phone isn't connected yet, and somehow everyone around you already knows exactly where they're going. The truth is, your first hour in Japan can either feel incredibly smooth or become the most stressful part of your entire trip. And after visiting Japan, there are a few things I wish someone had told me before I landed. Here are 7 things that can make or break your first hour in Japan. First, set things up before you even land. The biggest mistake actually happens before your plane touches the ground. A lot of first-time visitors wait until they arrive to figure everything out. Bad idea. Japan has a system called Visit Japan Web that lets you complete your arrival information before you land. It takes a few minutes to set up, but it can save you a surprising amount of time at the airport. Imagine getting off a long international flight and watching people move through immigration while you're standing there filling out forms. Not exactly the dream start to your vacation. Trust me, future, you will be thankful. Second, the moment you realize your phone doesn't work. This one hits fast. You land, turn on your phone, open Google Maps, and nothing. No directions, no translation app, no train routes, no idea where your hotel is. That's when you realize how dependent we all are on our phones. Whether it's an eSIM, a local SIM card, or pocket Wi-Fi, getting connected should be one of the first things you do, because once you're online, Japan suddenly becomes a lot less intimidating. Without internet, even finding the correct train can feel like solving a puzzle. Third, get the tiny card that runs the entire country. At first, it just looks like a transit card, but it's actually one of the most useful things you'll have in Japan. It's called a Suica card. You can use it for trains, buses, convenience stores, vending machines, and even some restaurants. The first time I saw someone buy a drink from a vending machine using the same card they used for the train, I realized Japan operates on a completely different level of convenience. Once you have it, getting around becomes much easier. Fourth, don't become that tourist with the giant suitcase. You've probably seen them, maybe you've been them, dragging a huge suitcase through train stations, trying to carry it upstairs, getting stuck in crowded areas, looking completely exhausted. Japan actually has a solution for this. You can send your luggage directly to your hotel. It sounds almost too convenient to be real, but thousands of travelers use it every day. And if you're planning to explore right after landing, this might be the best money you spend during your trip. By the way, if Japan is on your travel bucket list, subscribe now. We post videos every week about Japan, travel, and some of the most fascinating places on Earth. Fifth, don't follow the crowd. This sounds strange, but sometimes following everyone else is exactly how people get lost. Japanese airports are incredibly organized. The signs are everywhere, and most of them include English. When you first arrive, slow down, look around, read the signs. The system usually makes sense once you stop rushing. A lot of travelers panic because they think they're lost, when in reality, the answer is usually right in front of them. Japan rewards patience, and your first hour is a perfect example of that. Sixth, your first real meal shouldn't be fancy. Most people imagine sushi restaurants, luxury dining, or some hidden local spot. But honestly, one of the best first meals in Japan might come from a convenience store. Seriously, walk into a 7-Eleven, Family Mart, or Lawson, and you'll immediately understand why tourists never stop talking about them. Fresh sandwiches, rice balls, desserts, hot food, cold drinks, everything is clean, everything is organized, and somehow it all tastes way better than most airport food. For many travelers, this is actually the moment Japan starts to feel exciting. Seventh, the thing nobody warns you about. And no, it's not the technology, it's not the trains, and it's not the vending machines, it's the feeling. After landing, one of the first things many visitors notice is how calm everything feels. Thousands of people moving around, yet almost no chaos. No one shouting, no one pushing, no constant noise. Everyone seems aware of the people around them. For many first-time visitors, this becomes the biggest culture shock of all, not because it's futuristic, but because it feels surprisingly peaceful. You arrive expecting robots, high-speed trains, futuristic technology, and yes, Japan has all of that. But the thing most people remember from their first hour isn't the technology. It's how different everyday life feels. The calm, the order, the respect people have for each other. And that's what makes Japan so special. If you're planning a trip there someday, hopefully these 7 tips make your first hour a little easier. And if you've already been to Japan, let me know what surprised you the most. Because honestly, everyone's first hour in Japan is a little different, but almost nobody forgets it.